Do you believe that your military and intelligence leadership is doing everything it can to root out every terrorist who resides in the nation of Pakistan?
Well, put it this way, more Pakistani soldiers have died than NATO soldiers put together in Iraq and Afghanistan. The Pakistan GHQ has been attacked by terrorists. Generals have died. The ISI, the security agency has been attacked. The commando center has been attacked. So would the Pakistan army be patronizing terrorists who are attacking them? I mean, to me as a Pakistani, I'm bewildered by all this. You know, after the Osama incident, we don't know what to believe anymore. And that's why I believe that it has to be now homegrown policy. Pakistan should own up the war, not behave as a sort of fighting America's war because America is giving Pakistan the money, because as I said, it is impeding our efforts in this war. It is increasing radicalization in the society, and Pakistan is in a nutcracker situation. On the one hand, you have extremists hitting us. On the other hand, US is pressurizing Pakistan to do more in our tribal areas, where the blowback is on the cities with more bombings and more suicide attacks. I don't think Pakistan state can last much longer. I don't think the country can take this much longer.
Mr. Khan, we have spoken many times in the past, and you know I'm sympathetic to certainly some of your arguments about what is instigating the rising radicalism in Pakistan, but I think you did not answer my question directly, and I hate to push you on this, but yes, you are correct. The Pakistani army has been attacked. The ISI has been attacked. The Pakistani people have suffered terribly. But is it not the case that there are elements within both the military and the intelligence services who are favorable, who have helped, who have assisted certain of the Taliban and even al-Qaeda elements within Pakistan for very subtle and important reasons in terms of your dynamic with India?
Well, let me just say one thing. I mean, I'm speculating here because I'm an outsider. I'm not in the government. But don't forget that not very long ago, the same Mujahideen, same Osama bin Laden, Al-Qaeda were closely affiliated to the ISI and in fact CIA when they were fighting the Soviets. And so when Pakistan changed after 9/11, remember Pakistan recognized the Taliban government. So suddenly after 9/11, Pakistan reversed this policy. It's possible that there are members of the security forces who would have still kept connections with them. You know, just because the government changed its policy, it's possible that within the security forces, there would be elements that would not have changed or might have kept the contact. But the fact of the matter is the country is going down. I mean, we cannot sustain this much longer.
Mr. Khan,
And so therefore, a change of policy, yeah.
Mr. Khan, I am sympathetic to your argument that something must change. It is not working now. But what you just said is critically important. There may, in fact, be, I think we believe it is almost a certainty, there are elements of the ISI and the military that have been helping and assisting al-Qaeda, the Taliban. In that context, was it not reasonable for President Obama to act as he did to get rid of Osama bin Laden, to get rid of a terrorist who we now know was continuing to plot attacks against the United States?
But look at it from the Pakistani point of view. Surely here's a country which has sacrificed far more than the Americans. Remember, 34,000 dead here. Now, should this, after all these sacrifices, should not Pakistan have taken him out? Now, if the ally for which Pakistan is fighting this war, if it does not trust Pakistan, where does that leave us? I'm talking now as a citizen of Pakistan. Where does that leave Pakistanis? What are we? Are we friends or enemies? Who are we giving these sacrifices for? We did not have any suicide attacks in Pakistan before 2004. We had no militant Taliban in Pakistan. And here is a country which had 500 bomb blasts last year. So where do we go from here? I, as a citizen of the country, am asking myself the question, can the country take this much longer? Your point is that you think that Pakistan is not a trustworthy ally. I'm saying that it's about time Pakistan had a government which made its war, told the Americans, we don't want any aid. We'll deal with it ourselves. We will ensure there's no terrorism from Pakistani soil. We have a much better chance of dealing with this, with the terrorism if it's a sovereign, credible Pakistani government rather than a puppet government, which is what it is perceived, a government that is not sovereign. It's not, doesn't have any credibility, either with the US or with the militants. It doesn't have any chance of engaging with certain elements amongst the terrorists who it can talk and disassociate from the real terrorists, Al-Qaeda. Remember, most of the people who are fighting today, 95% of the people who are fighting are our own tribal people who were neither terrorists nor religious fundamentalists. They are fighting as a result of Pakistani military operations in the tribal area. So
Mr.
a credible
Khan?
government should have peace talks with them and then isolate the Al-Qaeda, which is worry to the West.
Look, Mr.